fired right up, didn't she?
Call connecting to Subaru Starlink Emergency Services.
Wait, what?
This call may be recorded or monitored for quality purposes.
I don't know. No. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Forgive the old pilot leather jacket type thing some of y'all hate, but I love this jacket, and it's real nice to have it on right now when it's chilly out here. We're starting this off today with a Lexus. Yeah, usually I don't tell you what we're going to start with, but before we get into it, I want to give a big shout out to my brother from TJ's Auto for coming out here, from Copart for allowing us to come out here and doing this, and for you guys for watching the videos, of course. Now let's jump into it. So number one on the list is a 2004 Lexus ES 330, and this is a donation. It's listed as a run and drive. It's got high miles, it's got like 225,000 miles on it, but truthfully, for a Toyota, Lexus, Honda, that's really not that bad. The body looks to be in fairly good condition. Take a quick walk around. Back bumper's been tagged a few times. Maybe belonged to an older person, backed into things pretty regularly, it looks like. Tires look decent. Although this tire is a little low on air here, it looks almost brand new. My goodness. That's a Bridgestone Ecopia EP422 Plus. 209,000 miles. The interior is absolutely beautiful. This could be one of those donations that's a good one. You know, some of them are good, some of them are not so good. You really got to come out here and look around and judge for yourself. The headliner looks to be in pretty good shape as well. I wonder if it'll start on its own. What do you think? What do you think? You think it'll start on its own, or are we going to have to get a jump on the very first car of the day? I'm hoping not. We're gonna have to get a jump. Okay, well, let's pop the hood. Looks like it was already popped. Oh, the front tires are not the same, but they're good tires. They're Assurance, Goodyear Assurance, and they've got good tread on them as well. Let's get this open. Oh,
that battery's blowing, man.
Wow. What? This is listed as a run and drive. They started it like this.
No.
They did. There's nothing left of the battery. It looks like it blew apart. Whoa. Whoa.
Is there even any water or acid?
See, transmission fluid looks good. Let's check the oil. The oil is so far up the dipstick, that's insane. I mean, it is so far above the full notch. It's like full 3 times over, which leaves me concerned about a potential head gasket issue. Check the coolant. Oh, no coolant. Yeah. Don't let these things fool you guys. You pull the dipstick out, and the oil is literally, look how high it is. Okay, here's the whole dipstick. You see where it's silver, and then you see where it turns gold? That's oil. The oil should be full down here. Right here should be full. This, and even though you're going to say it doesn't look foamy, I don't see any milkshake, if it has been sitting for any length of time, the oil and water has separated. All right? So you're going to see a full dipstick of oil. This is one I would not touch. I'm not going to touch it. We're not going to, even though it says it runs, we're not going to try to get it jump started. We are going to run away quickly from this car. Next, something I was looking at for my uncle's, an 03 Chrysler Voyager, which is interesting. It used to be called the Plymouth Voyager. I'm guessing by this time they got rid of Plymouth, and all that was left was Chrysler and Dodge. 97,000 miles on the clock. It's got good tires, a little bit of damage up front, but nothing too serious. The rest of the van looks pretty good. It really does. Let's take a look at the hatch. Looks like this thing has power too. Somebody cared about the floors. It's got a little floor mat, 3rd row seating. That's nice. See what it looks like back here. Oh wow, somebody really did care about it. The headliner is usually falling down. It's coming down in a few places, but not too bad. This thing is in pretty good condition. A slight fender bender on the front. Dashboard looks good. The seats look good. This thing could really just kind of rock and roll the way it is. May need to try to pull that dent out of the bumper a little bit. This is not that bad. Fender, headlight. I mean, if you really wanted to go all out on it. Let's see if we can, oh, there's spider webs in here. How nice. Wow, 97,000. I wonder if this is the 4-cylinder version. That didn't sound like a 4-cylinder. And the air conditioning just came on, so that's good. The AC works. So there's no warning lights on the dash. The air conditioning feels nice and cold. I can hear the compressor cycling on and off. Let's see if we got any heat. We just started it, so obviously temperature gauge is still cold. I do feel a little bit of heat coming out of it. I guess now we need to go make sure, first we need to make sure this window works, and it does. That's important. This door functions. It does. I won't close that door all the way. Yep, 3.3 liter V6. She sounds like she's running like a top. Good pressure on the cooling system already. That's good. Tranny fluid looks decent. Oil looks good. And I don't see any leaks to speak of. In fact, I don't see any leaks at all. Not even a valve cover gasket leak. Everything under here looks solid, man. This is definitely a contender, and we're going to keep this on the list. The one thing I should do, though, is put it in gear, although I have no doubt that it's going to go forward and backward. Yeah, backward, forward, right into gear. The heat's getting nice and warm. It didn't need a jump. This thing's good to go, man. Yeah, I like this. This is a serious contender on the list. Let's go look at some more. So I'm already second guessing myself about this one. This is a 99 Mercury Villager. And although I really do like the Mercury Villager, I knew the paint was bad. Obviously, I could see that in the pictures. And I knew the interior needed some work. The tires actually look really good, but the seats are trash. Now, I'm not going to dismiss the vehicle based on the seats alone. We'll go ahead and look it over a little. Okay, so the back door catches a little bit. These seats aren't too bad. The headliner's not too bad. Wait, what? No. It almost seemed like this was an electric door for a minute. Okay, so that door's really rough. That would be really difficult for my uncle. And I'll tell you that right now. He doesn't need something like that. Yeah, I'm thinking this is, and I haven't even heard it run yet, but it's a buy it now for 475 bucks. Door handle missing. What I love about the Villager is the digital gauges. I really love the digital gauges on this thing. I can guarantee you this is going to be dead as a doornail. I have no doubts about that. Yeah, dead as a doornail. Let's get her jumped, see how she runs. All right, let's see if she'll fire up. Oh, ooh, okay, some lifter chatter. That's kind of to be expected. Immediately got a check engine light. We'll see if that lifter chatter goes away. I'm gonna let it run for just a minute. I'm gonna turn on the AC real quick. Oh, we got rear AC for sure. And the front air is on, although I don't know if we actually have AC or not. I'm gonna turn it down. There we go. Oh, AC was not on. There we go. AC's on now. Max AC is on. Yeah, that is ice cold. Wow. Okay, we've got cold air conditioning. Let's let it run for a minute, warm up, and I guess we can put it in gear real quick. Yeah, it went right into gear. Same thing with drive. It's got a wonky motor mount there. Okay, let's let it run for a minute, see if that tapping goes away. So the chattering has gone away, which is good, but my brother noticed a strong smell of fuel, and I smell it too, for sure. It came over here, and you guys probably can't see it, but right down there, this fuel injector is actually leaking a little bit of gasoline, not a whole lot. The compressor's on, the cooling fan's working, the engine's quiet. Definitely got a fuel injector leaking right there. There may be more leaking on the back. We don't know. We've got tape covering this up. It looks like it just wasn't taken very good care of. So with that, I'm gonna mark this one off on my list too. Although for $475, it's really hard to beat something like this. But you can see it's starting to run a little rough. Yeah, I think we're gonna skip this one, guys. Let's move on. Here we have a 2015 Subaru WRX. What's wrong with this bad boy? Okay, obviously the bumper's missing, so it took a hit in the back end. It doesn't even look like it took a hit. Oh, ooh, yeah, wow, okay. So something crunched into it right here, man, and it folded this up like a tin can. Same thing with the rear end over here. It's all folded up. Yeah, man. Well, the good news is, you know, I'm sure everybody walked away from this without anything more than maybe a headache. Oh, it took some damage to the front, too. I didn't see that either. I got to pay more attention to these things, man. We'll go ahead and fire it up. It's listed as a start. Because it's all-wheel drive, I wouldn't imagine it's going to want to move with that back wheel like that. 67,800 miles on the odometer. And it's dead as a doornail. I got to ask you guys. I've had so many of you complaining for a long time, and rightfully so. I understand your frustration because we don't jump start these cars. And I understand it's frustrating to see these cars and you want to hear them run. Believe me, it's frustrating to me too. I want to hear them run. I don't want to bid on something that I can't hear run for myself. So I decided that we will take the extra time to get these things jump started, which takes a lot more time out of my day. But this way you guys can hear these run and we can hear them run. You know, I don't want to bid on something that I haven't heard. Let's get this thing jump started. Let's see how it runs. All right, push to start. There we go. She fired right up, didn't she?
Call connecting to Subaru Starlink Emergency Services.
Wait, what?
This call may be recorded or monitored for quality purposes.
I don't know. No. I'm not. How do you turn this off? How do you hang up? I don't want to talk to anybody. What is going on here? Huh. Subaru. Can we just hang up the dang phone? It's not letting me hang up. I don't want to talk to these people. Lord have mercy. I'm done. We're shutting her down. Not screwing with this one anymore. So we shut it down thinking that would solve the problem, but the dang thing is still trying to call Subaru's emergency services. Oh, the battery just died. Yeah, take that, sucker. We're not calling no Subaru emergency care anytime soon. Not with that dead battery. That's the first time that's ever happened to me before. Fire up a car and tries contacting emergency services. Great. Luckily, it wasn't 911. It was Subaru's emergency line or whatever. Probably similar to OnStar. Let's move on to the next one. Here's one that I'm not interested in bidding on, but I wanted to look at it anyway. It's an 08 Ford Escape. And the only reason I'm really interested in looking at it is the damage to it was so bizarre. I don't really understand what happened. It's like something came through this window and ripped straight through. I know it's hard for you to tell. Yeah, I don't want to rip this off. In fact, I'd like to cover it back up. I don't know if the wind knocked it off or something, but down here, it looks like it just ripped right through here, ripped right through here, all the way to back here, where it's just completely crunched and damaged, just tore this thing up. The rear hatch is badly damaged. The glass obviously destroyed. I don't know, maybe it was a tree came down, or I don't know. I don't know what caused that. 205,000 miles though. That's pretty impressive. Oh, this is a hybrid. This is an EV. I didn't know that. Oh, of course it's dead as a doornail. Wow, 205,000 miles. Ford must have started working with Honda to be this reliable. I'm kidding. I own a Ford. I drive a Ford, although most of what I own is GM, and I know that's not any better. It actually looks pretty good. The wheels look good. The tires look good. If we can get this hood up real quick. Where is the hood? It's all caught up on some wires. It's a cute little four-banger. This is interesting. I did not know that this came out as an electric vehicle, or hybrid, I guess I should say. Very cool. I wonder if they share any of this technology with Hyundai, or Honda or Toyota. Blasphemy. Hyundai and Honda. I got them confused. How about that? Let's see if we can fire this up. I wonder what the miles are on this, like what the miles per gallon are on something like this. It's a beefy SUV, but it's just got a little four-banger under the hood. It's hard to imagine this thing would have any real usable power, torque, or anything. Let's check the oil. The oil is way overfilled. Way overfilled. How does that even happen? Maybe it's because the oil has had so much time, like a week or so, to just sink to the bottom. And I'm imagining there's no dipstick for the trans. No, it doesn't look like it. Let's fire this sucker up. Okay. And it shut off. Strange. And with that, I guess we're just going to say, scratch this one. It's listed as a run and dry, but for some reason it doesn't want to do anything other than come on for just a brief moment, and like turns itself back off. Another good reason to come out here and check this stuff out for yourself, guys. You know, I'll be honest with you, some of these cars come in here months and months and months before they ever get put up for sale, and sometimes they ran when they came in, but after sitting for such a long time, you try to fire them up now, they don't run anymore. You know, it happens. It doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen, and that's why it's definitely worth your time to come out here and check these cars out for yourself before bidding on them sight unseen. Next, we have a 2014 Dodge Charger. It's got a little bit of damage to the back end. I'm not quite sure how bad it is. This wheel's definitely tweaked, and that's something I couldn't tell in the picture. I thought maybe it was, but I just wasn't sure, so I had to come out here. This wheel is tweaked upward and in, so it's tweaked pretty good. That's probably not that big of a deal, though. Probably control arm damage, something like that. I don't really see what it is. There are also tie rods under there that adjust the angles as well. It could be a bent strut, I'm not sure, but I don't think it's anything too severe. This wheel is fine. The rest of the body looks like it's in pretty good shape, other than that rear bumper. Honestly, it doesn't look bad at all. Little ding here, a couple scrapes there. Definite front end damage. I wonder if we have undercarriage damage. It's listed as a run and drive. I don't see anything too badly torn up under here. I don't see anything leaking. So the front bumper is damaged. The rear quarter definitely has a little bit of damage right here. I wouldn't worry about it. You pop that bumper back in, I wouldn't worry about that either. Just fix the suspension and be done with it. 110,000 miles. Let's see if this one will start up. Please. No key detected. Sometimes you got to put them right up here. Still no key detected. Are you kidding me? Well, jump start's not going to fix that. Where does the key need to be No key detected. Interesting. They don't have one of those little plug-ins. Most cars somewhere have a little plug-in for your key in case something like this happens. You can usually pop something like this out. Oh, you've got like an emergency lever for moving your shifter. So that's nice to have. But I don't see anything as far as somewhere to plug your key in, at least nothing that's in reach of where they have this. Push brake. I'm pushing the brake. Key not detected. Okay, well, that sucks. Is it in the glove box? I don't know. Someone will have to comment below on these Dodges and tell me where the key thing is. Since we can't start it, I guess we're just going to walk away from it. Now, this is one that I'm not going to show you guys, but I want you to just take a look at the interior right here, and you tell me what kind of car you think this is. I mean, obviously, I gave you a hint, right? It's an Infiniti, but just take a look and tell me what kind of Infiniti you think this is, because this is definitely on my list. This is actually really high up on my list, up there with the S2000. So, comment below. Tell me what kind of Infiniti you think we're looking at right here. Here we have an 08 Lexus RX 330. Looks like it took a tiny little hit in the front here. That's not bad at all. Okay, the fender is pushed down. You can see the fender's been pushed in just a little bit. Nothing too serious. I mean, I wouldn't think. The headlight bracket's probably broke too. I guess when you start taking all of it into consideration, bumper, fog light with bracket, headlight bracket, fender, I guess it starts adding up. It looks like this wheel's turned just a hair towards the driver's side. You can also see there's been damage to the rim as well, scrapes all over it. This was a grocery getter. This thing has got parking lot dings and scrapes all over it. But overall, it's not a bad looking SUV. This one's going to be dead. 136,000 miles on the odometer. Beautiful. Wow, that's beautiful. That's actually pretty nice. I kind of like it. Wow. Yeah. Okay, it's a 2005, not a 2008. Yeah, we've got nothing in here at all. I guess we'll pop the hood and get this thing jump started. We do have some cracking on the dash over here. We've got cracks all over here as well. Cracking all along here. I'm guessing this is probably something very common with the Lexus of this generation. Let's see if we can get it jump started. All right, she's on. I guess now it's time to see if we can fire it up. Wow. She fired right up. Very nice. System is loading. Do not turn off the power. I like this. We got any warning lights? We've got an AFS, whatever that means. AFS off. AFS. I don't know what that is. Comment below. Tell me what in the heck is AFS. I've never heard of that. Probably some kind of stability program or something. The brakes are nice and solid. Put it in reverse. She goes right into gear. Backup camera works. Good deal. Went backward. Drive. Here we got a little bit of GPS. Wow, look at that. It's phenomenal GPS. She goes forward. Headlight washers. Wow. Not bad. Not bad at all. Comment below. Tell me what you think of the Lexus RX 330. And also comment below and tell me what that AFS light is, what you think that means. Moving on. And we are back with the S2000 one more time because I know we recorded it last week. What year is this? An 04. They actually canceled the auction. I was ready to bid on this. I'm not going to tell you how much I'm willing to spend, but I'm willing to put down a good penny on this sucker because I want it and I want it bad. Now I'm not willing to spend more than's reasonable on it. It is a rebuilt title. S2000. It doesn't have the dual exhaust, which I think kind of sucks. They just ran one pipe out the back, but whatever. The top is destroyed. It's going to need a top. It's going to need rims. It's going to need tires, and that's just to get started. We don't know anything else about it. Tires are bald. It looks like these wheels have occasionally hit the fender here. It's sitting a little lower than I would like. So because of all the stuff that's needed to be done to it, and the fact that it's at Copart, meaning that's not a bad thing, but you don't send your cars here to get top dollar for them. Unless it's a really rare or collectible, you know, something just really, really out there. Then Copart, in my opinion, is a great place to go to get maximum exposure, because this is a worldwide company. Now, the S2000 is a great car. We've already heard it run. I'll fire it up again, but I wanted to come out and check it out one more time. I thought we were going to have the auction last week, and we didn't. It got canceled for last week, and it was postponed until this week, which really sucks. Let's fire this thing up real quick. Make sure she's in neutral. Push to start. Well, it didn't do that last time. There we go. All right. All right. There we go. Man, I love this car. I'm thinking about selling my Vet, and I'm not gonna lie and say I'm gonna buy this and keep this to replace the Vet. That would just be a lie. But as a temporary fix, something to have a little fun with while I look for something else, yeah, this would be great for that. I don't know if the radio works down here or not. It's got some kind of a, yeah, there we go. All right, just making sure everything comes to life. We'll pop the hood real quick, give you guys another glimpse. I don't think I checked this window, did I? Oh yeah, I did, because we dropped the top last time. E-brake is on. Now, I've been looking into S2000s ever since I saw this one, because it is one of those cars I've always wanted. I know it's not super fast or super powerful, but it's definitely something that I've always wanted to get my hands on, play with, and then probably get rid of when I'm done, you know, horsing around with it. This is a great car, but I have found several of them on eBay, at Craigslist, Facebook Marketplace. You can find these things all over the place, man. I can get one in Houston, Texas right now with a clear title, but it's got like 140,000 miles on it. This one's got 70,000. 140,000 miles on, and it's that banana yellow or canary yellow, whatever you want to call it. I actually really like the yellow. I think this thing looks sick with the yellow and black interior. And did this tire get chewed up? Maybe it's like that. No, it's like that. Okay, just making sure that it's not sitting so low that it's damaging the tires. She's a smooth running car. She really is. It's very cold out here today. It's like 44 degrees. It's also very humid, so you're going to get that smoke and stuff from the exhaust of some of these cars. That's normal. What do you think? Man, I like it. I like it. But I found the canary yellow one on eBay was 10 grand. You know, that was like buy it now for 10 grand. So some dealers are really going crazy on these with similar miles from a dealership. I've seen these things at $23,000 to $35,000. Stock condition, low miles, but that's, to me, that's insane. That's insane. I wouldn't pay $25,000, $30,000 for this. I can go buy another C6 for that price. And I honestly, the C6 is going to be a much more enjoyable experience when it comes to horsepower and torque. I guess comment below, tell me what you guys think of the S2K. I'm curious to see what you think this car is worth. What would you bid on it, knowing that it is a rebuilt title? The paint's not the best. The top is definitely not the best. In fact, the paint up here, I think these are all rock chips and a little bit of rust. So, I mean, the car really could stand a paint job. There's a high spot right here that I can't see, but I can feel it. It's definitely got a high spot right there. That could just be where this hump is coming from. I don't really know, but I felt a high spot right there. It's a little rough for sure, and rims and tires aren't going to be cheap, and we don't know anything else about it. I mean, for all I know, the rear differential's blown. I know that's like a weak spot on these cars. I don't think we're going to be able to see much under it. I guess we could take a look at the, we could take a look and see what the manufacturer of this strut is. If we can get over there and have a look at it. Can you guys see that? I don't know. I don't know if you can see who manufactures that strut or not, but I figured that would give us a little bit of insight maybe. I'm not sure we ever opened this trunk either. Oh, looks like you gotta have the key. Maybe there's a remote trunk release. I would like to get a glimpse of the trunk. I don't see a trunk release. It almost looks like you've got to use the key. Well, that looked like it was the release, but let's turn the car off. Let's see if we can remote. There we go. Remote pop the trunk. You never know, maybe there's some goodies back here. Oh, there was a system. Somebody definitely had a system. You got all the wires back here for it still. A piece of plywood swings out. You got some wires that have been hacked into or hacked up from something at some point. Those look like they're in bad shape. Better make sure the lights work. Okay, yeah, the lights work. I actually really like that. That's really cool. Yeah, we'll walk away from this one for now, but comment below and tell me what you think of the S2000 and how much you think it's worth as it sits. If you were bidding on this right now, what do you think is a fair price for it? So you guys remember the Thunderbird from last week, right? A lot of you asked me to start it. You wanted to hear it run, and I heard you. It's still for sale this week. And I'm surprised we got it jumped, and she actually runs really well. Really well. And look, even the seatbelt motor works. I don't see any check engine lights. And she sounds really healthy. I mean, it needs a little bit of work, as we showed you last week. It doesn't look like these windows don't look like they work at all. The door lock doesn't work either, so most likely there's something going on with this master switch or that switch over there. Well, the locks worked from there, but the windows don't work at all. Make sure I don't get myself locked in here. Put it into gear real quick for you. Right into gear. Forward. Yeah. And straight backward too. Not bad. I wonder if the heater works. That's the main thing I'm worried about now, is the heat. Kenwood tape deck. There's the source button. It's been a long time since I've seen one of these.
On Friday and then played great on Sunday.
Wow.
So that means that, like, for instance,
yeah. She runs good, but I have no interest in buying it. But a lot of you wanted to hear it run, so here you go. Here we got a 2014 Jeep Wrangler Unlimited. I'd say this was a rollover. Looks like it tipped over right here on its corner. Man. Yeah. Good night. Look at the amount of damage under that thing. And you can see back here, it was Oklahoma City Police Department. Well, you might not be able to see, but I can see. It looks like it's bowed out here in the center, doesn't it? Maybe they're made that way. I'll bet it's made that way. It looks like this center post here sticks way, oh, excuse me. Center post sticks way out. You can see how little of a gap there is there and how big the gap gets toward the front, toward the back. Oh no, it ain't made that way. No, that door was under some pressure. It's listed as a run and drive. Oh wow, there's no top left. Good night. Yeah, I'm just gonna assume this one's not gonna start, even though it says it's a run and drive. Let's find out. I guarantee it's not gonna start though. There's no way she's gonna start. Nope. Nothing. Nada. I wonder if the other side is worse than this side. Oh wow. Okay, so this side is way out into the running boards. I don't know what happened to this one, but the whole thing is just, it's trash. What is that, mold? Ooh. Good night. Yeah, I can understand why this one's totaled. That's enough of that one. Let's move on. And last one for this video is a 2000 Jeep Wrangler. I absolutely love the old Jeep, man. I really do. Although, I mean, I guess it's not really that old, but it looks old, you know what I mean? To me, anyway. To me, this thing looks like it came, you know, straight out of, where is that release? I always lose it. Straight out of the 70s. Oh, how cute. Yeah, that is absolutely adorable. So what size is that engine? 2.5 liter. I knew it was a 4-cylinder, but my goodness, she's tiny. Tiny. Well, I don't see any coolant in it. Let's check the oil. If I can find the daggum dipstick. There she is, right over here. Oil's good. I'd say that means it's safe to fire this sucker up. What do you think? Let's get this dipstick in, and I guess we better make sure it's a runner first. It's a run and drive. There you go. Get that dipstick back down in there, and take a look at the rest of the body real quick. Yeah, it's listed as a run and drive. The tires look decent. The rims look decent. 153,000 miles. Wonder where the fender flare went, or maybe it just didn't have one. I guess this is all there is to it. What do you guys think? I have no use for this. There's no reason for me to buy something like this, not at all. But it would be fun. Mr. Zog's Sex Wax. Okay. She's been rode hard and put away wet. No doubt about that. But let's see if it'll fire up. Heck. Take the doors off. Oh, lots of cigarettes. Cigarette butts down there. That's always nice. Oh, well, this thing might actually start up. It's one of the very few cars that we've actually gotten into that's had power. Whoa, this whole... Whew, okay. Oh, come on. So close. We're gonna have to jump it. All right, let's try this again. Okay, we don't need windshield wipers. Huh. We'll try one more time. And that's it. She's dead as a doornail, and I can't get the key out. Interesting. Okay, well, we'll leave it in gear, and we'll leave it as it sits, I guess. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be it for this Copart walk around. I certainly appreciate all of you joining me today. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. Give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Auto Auction Rebuilds, Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuilds. Big shout out to my brother Tim from TJ's Auto for coming out here, and shout out to Copart. Shout out to all of you for making all this possible. I truly do appreciate each and every one of you. Share this video if you enjoyed it across your social media platforms. Help the channel out. Stay safe out there, everybody. I will catch you all very soon in the next one.